webinars is going to help you for sure. Okay. So just take the advantage, and here we start. Let me start my video. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just with TCS ID card. Ideally, candidates will not have that. Okay, but being kind of because I'm a TCSer, yeah, that's what I have. Okay. So yeah, Roshni, Srinivas, we can start. Yeah, I'll be simulating as the candidate.
Hello, good evening, Vishal.
Hi, good evening, Roshni.
So, welcome to the interview.
Thank you.
Hope you're doing good.
Yeah, thank you.
So, Vishal, it seems that I have gone through your resume, and it seems that you're comfortable with the Java programming. So, hence, we shall proceed with some questions related to Java.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, ma'am.
So, yes, can you just tell me what feature of Java, or in fact, what helps the Java to write it once and run it anywhere? What is that?
I think it is because of platform independent feature in Java that allows you to run the bytecode in any other operating system. And that makes it portable across different systems.
That's great. So now, okay, if suppose let's assume that if a person says that I have written a Java code without the main method, and it is perfectly fine. So can you please justify his statement?
See, without main method, we cannot execute Java code. So it will not run.
Okay, so you mean to say that okay, without the main method, the program will not run. Oh,
Correct.
so is there any problem syntactically if we are not writing the main method in a program?
No, syntax wise, it will compile. It will compile, and we will have that class file. So bytecode will be there, but we cannot execute that.
So can you just tell me what is the difference between JVM and JDK?
See, both are frameworks. Java Virtual Machine is used to execute the programs, and JDK is the library. That's all what I know. But to work with Java, we need both. That's all what I remember.
That's great. Yes. So yeah, moving on. So can you just tell me what is a wrapper class?
No, I don't remember. Sorry.
So yeah, so let's move on to some other questions. So can you tell me that, say for example, in our program, if I have not written static along with the main method, so what will happen?
Then again, that program will not execute, because the signature of main, it has to be static to run that method. But it will still compile.
So can we have multiple main method in a program, or how is it?
I have never tried creating that kind of a class, but looking at concept of method overloading, it should allow me. It should allow me to write a main method with different signature. Okay. But I've never tried that.
You have not tried. Okay. And yes, coming to the method overloading concept, can you just explain on that method overloading?
Okay, a method overloading means within a class, I can have multiple methods with same name and different parameters. So different parameter types is required with method name. Same method name, but different parameter types. Okay, and sequence. That is method overloading.
So coming to some advanced topics. So can you just tell me that can we have multiple catch block along with a single try block? Is that combination possible?
Yes, it is possible.
So coming to this, let's for example, we are having a program like we have a class as demo, and in that we have a try block where we have a variable y equal to 10 by 0 and in the try block, and we have one catch block. The first catch block is
can I sorry, can I just write down based on your instructions so I can remember?
Sure, Vish.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, can you please repeat?
So we have a demo class.
Okay.
With the main method.
Okay.
And in that we have a variable y of integer type.
Okay.
So y equal to 10 by 0.
Okay.
Okay. And also we have the catch block, means this is in the try block, this code, and we have a catch block like first catch is it is mentioned exception. Okay. And in the second catch, we are mentioning arithmetic exception.
Okay.
So, like arithmetic exception occurred, so we are printing some message and some exception occurred in both of this catch block. So, can you just tell me what is the output of this particular code?
So I'm writing y is equal to 10 divided by 0. Directly I'm writing that?
Yes, yes.
Okay. But it should raise arithmetic exception, correct?
So this code will work fine, means it will print that arithmetic exception occurred.
No, I think this line y is equal to 10 divided by 0 will not compile.
Okay, so why you're saying so? Any logic behind this?
I when I wrote some similar code in Eclipse for this kind of statement, when I'm putting directly divide by 0, it was showing some red line, and then I had to change it. So but it should raise arithmetic exception. Beyond that, I don't know. I don't remember. Sorry.
Okay. So yes, moving on. So can you just tell me what is the difference between array and array list?
Array has fixed size of elements. Array list is dynamic. We can keep on adding or removing elements. So it will. It can hold a dynamic collection.
So can you just give me an example where we can prefer array over array list? Such example.
Array over array list.
Yes, yes. where we will prefer array over array list? Any such example?
If I have fixed set, then we will prefer array. The value is going to remain dynamic, then it has to be list. Suppose if I'm writing a program and it says that a class has 50 students. So if that number 50 always remains fixed, then it is better we go with array because it is fixed. It is not going to change.
Okay, that's it. So can you just tell me why we are not considering map as a collection, or why map is not considered as a collection? Any idea on that?
Oh, only I know is map can hold key value pairs. That's all.
Okay, Vishal. So we are done with the technical round, and shall we move on to the next round?
I have one. Can I ask something, ma'am? So what will happen in the try catch, what you mentioned, to know that?
So in that particular example, it will get some compilation error because already the exception is cached by the superclass that is exception, right?
Okay.
So already if, in the first catch block, if we have mentioned exception, right? So then there is no need to put the other subclass that is arithmetic exception. So hence we will get the compilation error.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Roshni. So, fine. So, you have completed technical round, right? Okay, fine. I'll take on with the manager round.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shri.
Yeah. So, fine. Vishal, I would like to know, like, what is your comfort level in Java? Like, you just have the basics, or just up to medium level, or you are very good at Java? Can I know?
Sir, I'm basics to medium. I cannot confirm whether basics or medium in between those two.
Okay, that means just core Java you are aware, and above that just you know some topics, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Let's say that I need you for certain role where I need expertise in Java. Okay, I mean to say like even the advanced topics like advanced Java or even J2E and JSP. I think you have heard about these terms, right?
Yes,
Servlets.
yes.
Okay, fine. So let's say that I have got such a requirement, and I want you. Let's say that I want to take you to immediately to that role. So can you tell me how many days you will take to learn all those things and you become ready for those technologies?
Sir, will I be getting faculty support, or I should be learning everything on my own?
Yeah, you say like, do you require faculty support or can you learn on your own?
I can learn on my own, but suppose if I get stuck somewhere, then I will definitely need some help, because at learning level, if we are stuck somewhere, that is what I have observed. Like when I was learning some exception happens, and if there is no faculty or friend to help out, it will take very long to fix that.
Okay.
And so yes, if some support is there, I can definitely learn faster.
Okay. Let's say that nobody is there to help you out. Then in that case, what you have to do? Generally, what you do? Let's say that it's a completely lockdown and physical I can't provide. Even I can say that virtual I can't provide you help through my faculty. And fine, you have got the access to any other. Maybe you have the access to other resources. So can you tell me how you plan? If at all, if I am not providing any resources, but still I want you to cope up with all those advanced topics what I've mentioned, then what you will do?
So first is I will search for good learning material.
Okay.
To start with, and yes, if the project team can give me some good learning references, that is something best. Okay.
Yeah.
And then yes, I will start I will focus mainly on the hands-on part instead of just reading for entire days and hands-on. When I get stuck, yes, I will try to Google out that particular error and try to see how it goes. Other thing which I feel is really best approach, and I have tried that, is to learn with some videos where live demo is covered. So we can practice with those steps which are covered in the video, and so mostly we will not get stuck because in video everything is very clear.
Yeah.
That's how I will learn. Okay.
But again, I have got another question also. I already asked you how much time you need it.
Sir, I can say that per some advanced topic, maybe 5 days around I will need for advanced topic. But I think, yes, I will be allowed to study for entire day, right?
Yeah, I'll not be giving you any task. Just I want you to learn. That's it, and you need to become ready to for my task, whatever I'm going to give. That's it.
So 5 days per any advanced framework I can think of.
Okay, that's good. Fine. One more question. As per the interview went and our technical panel even asked and in the Java, and it seems you are interested in Java. Fine. But suddenly my requirement changes, and instead of taking you into Java, I would like to take into something like Python or .NET. Are you ready? Or just you want to be in only Java?
No, I'm ready for any technology, but I assume that same time will be given to me, like you asked for advanced topics to learn and prepare myself. So yes, if that time is given to me, I'm ready for any technology.
Okay, good. That means once again, the learning you'll be taking up on your, and if if anything is, if I'm not able to provide, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you looking for a particular role? Do you have any mind in your mind?
I like coding. Yeah, I have written a lot of code. I have also tried to appear for CodeVita. So yes, if coding related role, if I get, I will enjoy more. But I'm open for any role as far as I can learn more and get more expertise.
Okay, fine. That's good. So, like for example, even like TCS is very vast, and even I may be giving you a role in support. Okay, so it's a tech support. So, are you ready for that, or do you have any reservations?
Sir, if my learning and is continuously guaranteed, I am ready for any role.
Okay. So, apart from Java, did you learn any other technologies?
I know a bit SQL I have done with the Java and SQL. UI also I have done, but more into programming. So SQL is something, yes, I can. I have created database for projects and written some queries.
Okay. So, which database you have used?
I have used Oracle.
Okay. Any other databases?
SQL Server, I know little bit, but mainly I have worked on Oracle.
So, did you find any differences when you are working with Oracle and SQL Server?
Some data type difference was there. Say integer data type, like I want a numeric field. How you define in SQL Server, I think you have to use int, and Oracle you have to use number.
Okay.
So
apart from that, like it's fine. That is the minor differences. Yeah, that's good. But any major, like you learned SQL to interact with the database. Again, the same SQL you use with SQL Server, or any differences?
No. SQL Server, I had to create separate database. and then create tables. But in Oracle, there was nothing like you create database. It was directly you start the server and you have to start with creating tables and everything. So that was one difference I could make out.
Okay, that's good. Fine. So here, fine, I'll conclude this, and further you will be intimated with the results by our team.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Can I ask one question, sir?
Yeah, sure.
Any feedback for me?
Yeah, coming to the general feedback, yes, will not be anyhow able to discuss in detail about this. But yes,
anything, yes, I can improve further. That kind of feedback I'm looking at.
Yeah. So once if you are answering any question, definitely you should be confident in answering that. And if you don't know anything, definitely you have to say sorry. That's anyhow that I'll appreciate that already you have in the correct line. And then coming to a particular technology, like instead of diverting into the different technology, it's good to stick to a single technology. And the next thing is you have to be open, okay, and you have to be flexible. Okay, so that is what even I have observed. That's good.
Thank you, sir. All right. So I think we can close the interview now. Yeah, thank you, Srinivas. Thank you, Roshni. It was actually real fun, to get to act and simulate as an attendee. Okay. Yeah, guys. So we are done with today's simulation. I was interviewed by Roshni on basics of Java, and Srinivas has taken a managerial round. I think few of you were asking question like what exactly happens in managerial round. So we have tried to simulate today, and daily we will have a different panel, correct? Yeah, generally we also have attendee as another person, but today because of technical issue, I thought, okay, let me pitch in and simulate myself. Okay. So just few things I would like. Yeah, first of all, Srinivas and Roshni, it has been like more than 10 years I actually faced an interview. Okay. Last I was interviewed in TCS only when I joined in 2010. Okay. See guys, what I can say best practice, I was trying to be very clear about what I wanted to convey. Okay. I was not trying to bluff anything. Right? What exactly I knew, just trying to recollect and present it to the audience. Right. Now, see the best practice. Okay. How I could have done better. I could have done better if the recording of the same video, I have seen it once. Okay. So that is one thing for all of you guys. See, just try to form a panel. I think I can see many comments like, can I simulate as attendee now? Okay. See, you can always do it with your friends. Okay, you be the attendee, and then yes, ask your friend to ask. They can ask any question as an interview. See, there is no upper limit here in the interview. Okay. If you look at how Roshni started, she mentioned that, okay, she has seen that Java is something I have mentioned in my profile, and hence she asked me whether she can start with Java. Correct? Because there were many questions like, okay, I'm not from computer science, I'm from electronics, but this interview is for Java. No, this interview is on technology where I am comfortable. Correct? See, if you are not from computer science, you should not think that it's like, is it like game over? In the interview, I don't know Java, I don't know C++, what they are going to ask. No, you have to start. See, always, first question will be to tell about yourself. Okay. So be ready with best of technology you have worked upon. Correct? And I'm sure all of you know a little bit of programming, because once you go to interview, you have cleared the written test. Okay. Correct? Now, so when you simulate with your friends, record that audio, try to record that video. Okay. And as I said, see, even if I look at recording for today, I can improve myself. That is for sure. And I'm sure, see, Srinivas and Roshni would also agree, if they look at the recording as an interviewer also, they can improve. There is always that scope of improvement. Okay. So just try to simulate, and that will make you feel more confident. Okay. That is one tip I am sharing today. Every session I have few things to share, which I'll keep on adding. And as you guys can look at these recordings. So yeah, that is all about my feedback. Just be open. Don't bluff anything. If you don't know something, say I don't know, right? And be open to feedback. Okay. Yeah, I'll pass it on to Roshni to share any further guidelines to the audience.
Yeah, so thank you, Vishal. So hello, everyone. The first thing is at least you should brush up the topics which you are comfortable with, so that even you're struggling with answering some questions, so you can arrive at the right result, right? Because you have prepared well for that particular topic. And if you don't know something, so please be free in telling that, but do not include it in the list that you know it, right? So please be very specific about the things you know, and also have some a quick revision of of a small program, right? So that it would be convenient for you whenever some code-based snippet is asked, right? So yeah, Vishal, so that's some tips for the associates.
Thank you, Roshni. Yeah, Srinivas sir, further tips.
Yeah. So the way the Vishal answered all the questions is exactly the ideal way of answering. Okay, so first of all, be open. Okay, not bluffing anywhere. So if you know the answer, straight away you can answer it without any problem. And if at all, if you don't know the answer, simply you say that you don't know that, or sorry, I don't know it. But don't answer whatever you know, or a wrong answer or something else. That is not preferred. That is first thing. And the next thing is flexible and open. I mean, flexible in the sense, like I have asked a question like whether you are ready for any other role. Yes, it's a open and a positive answer. Yes, he's open for any other position, because like TCS kind of company has got a C opportunities. Okay, and even in TCS we have the mechanism for you to grow. Okay, so once, for example, let's say that you are interested in the coding, but we take you into the testing. Later, we ourselves will provide you to many opportunities to grow you as a developer. Just you will be taken into a tester, you'll be working for some time. Yes, after that you can prove yourself, and then we ourselves will provide you in different ways for learning and then career progression, and we have got exciting opportunities. So several ways are that you can change your role to whatever you like for example testing to coding or whatever it may be. So these two things, like don't bluff, be open and be flexible and be positive. Okay, so nowhere you have to show the negative signs, like no, I don't want to go to that role or that role, just I want to stick on to this. That is not good. Okay, so that is my bit of advice.
Yeah, thank you, Srinivas. I'll just quickly flip through your questions. Obviously, we cannot answer all the questions. There are so many you have posted. Yeah, there is one interesting question. It says, how much to prepare? Suppose if I'm learning Python, I'm a mechanical engineering student. So how much, is like ready for interview? See, I would answer this way. There is no lower limit. There is no upper limit when you appear for interview. Correct? Sometimes interviews can just play around the basic questions and it is done. Okay, sometimes you just go for one topic, next topic, and then you reach very high on advanced things. Okay. See, what matters is how confident you are on how much you know. Correct? Let's say Python has 50 topics. Out of 50, suppose you have practiced 10 topics. How confident you are in those 10 topics, that matters. Okay. See, I think in my technical question when Roshni asked about JVM, JRE, sorry, JVM and JDK, right? I think I purposefully I did not give any clear answer. Okay, I was just trying to act as if I don't know beyond that. Okay, one is this, other is that, correct? So that's all. Okay, this is what I know, right? But I think that level of knowledge expected from fresher, probably Roshni was convinced that okay, as a fresher, this person knows that this is for execution, this is for libraries. I think that is enough. Correct. So just whatever you have prepared, that should be the best. Okay, go with that. Right. What was try catch questions? Okay, for that you can study about exception handling. Exception handling concept is there in almost all the programming languages, and likewise in Java also you have the same approach. C and C++ is enough, or we have to learn some other languages. Even one single programming language with basic knowledge is good enough. If you are not from computer science, yeah, little bit of programming you should know, and that is the reason why we have this Launchpad, trying to cover very basics of Java, very basics of Python, making you do a lot more hands-on, correct? And additionally, see, bring out that flavor. Interview, see, as far as technical round goes, there is lot of control on your own with you, okay? Because your next question will be based on how you answered the previous question. Correct? See, if Roshni started that Java is something which I have mentioned, she will go for Java. I could have said no. I could have said no, ma'am, please don't go with Java. You can SQL is something, yes, I'm more comfortable. Right? And then everything would have gone with SQL. Okay. So every answer matters, right? It's more like adaptive. How you answer, what you respond, your next question is always going to be on that. Okay. And I think, see, all of us, myself, Srinivas, Roshni, we would agree 90% of the time, first 3 to 4 questions, and we get that feeling whether the person is worth or, there are some gaps. Right? So how you start matters. So simulate as much you can. Somebody has mentioned, can I speak something in Hindi a little bit? See, if you simulate, if your friend is asking you a question in simulation, correct? You can always frame a response and be ready how you are going to present it in English. Okay. Worst case, 1 or 2 answers, please take permission from your interviewer. Don't directly jump and speak Hindi or any other language. All right. And when you get confused from the question, please request interviewer to repeat that question. Say, for example, when the same try catch was being asked, I was confused, I wanted to write it down. Okay, so please do that, right? Some of you are saying audio issues are there in today's session. Don't worry, recording will be pretty much clear. Okay. Okay, I think that's it for today, guys. We'll be sharing today's recording. And tomorrow we will come back with another simulation that will be on Python programming. Right. So thank you, Srinivas. Thank you, Roshni. Thank you, guys. Have a great evening. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all.